Hi students, in the previous sessions we discussed the permutations, the number of permutations using n decimal things taken r at a time, taken all at a time, when repetitions not allowed and repetitions allowed, and the number of permutations using n things in which some of the things are like and the rest are different, and also we calculate some problems and some applications on those formulas. And the last class, so we derived the formulas on circular permutations. Already we discussed difference between the circular permutations, linear permutations, and some formulas on circular permutations. They are the number of circular permutations using n dissimilar things taken all at a time. The formula is n minus 1 factorial. The number of circular permutations using n decimal things taken r at a time is npr divided by r. And also hanging type arrangements. Hanging type arrangements are garland, necklace, chains of the beads. These type of the circular permutations are hanging type arrangements. And also we have derived the number of circular permutations. The hanging type arrangement is n minus 1 factorial divided by 2. So these are the formulas we derived. Now I am going to discuss some applications of the circular permutations. Some applications of the circular permutations and hanging type arrangements. Now we will discuss. Now number of ways of arranging 6 boys and 6 girls around a circular table. How many of them? All girls sit together. All girls sit together. The same question also we derived in linear permutations. The number of ways of arranging 6 boys and 6 girls in a row so that all girls sit together. Now we are going to discuss all girls sit together when 6 boys and 6 girls are arranged around a circular table. So what is the difference between the permutations in the circular arrangements and the linear permutations? The number of ways of arranging n things or n different things in a row taken all at a time is n factorial. The number of ways of arranging n decimal things around a circular table is n minus 1 factorial. Here given 6 boys and 6 girls. 6 boys and 6 girls. Totally how many persons? There are 12 persons. Totally we have 12 persons. Okay. In general, the number of ways of arranging 12 persons around a circular table is 12 minus 1 factorial, that is 11 factorial. Now we have to calculate the first bit. All girls sit together. All girls sit together. How many ways all girls sit together? So how to derive all girls sit together, whether in linear permutations or in circular permutations? Okay, so first we treat 6 girls as one unit. 6 girls as one unit. 6 girls as one unit plus 6 boys. So 6 girls as one unit plus 6 boys. Therefore we have 7 units. Okay. So 6 boys plus 1 unit of 6 girls, there are 7 units. Now these 7 units can be arranged around a circular table in 7 minus 1 factorial. But while in linear permutations, the number of ways of arranging 7 units in a row in 7 factorial. But here, the number of ways of arranging 7 different units around a circular table is 7 minus 1 factorial. Therefore, 7 units can be arranged around a circle in 7 minus 1 factorial, that is 6 factorial ways. Okay. After arranging these 7 units around a circle, now here there is a bundle. So here what about the bundle? The bundle containing 6 girls. Now these 6 girls among themselves can be arranged in 6 factorial. These 6 units among themselves can be arranged in 6 factorial ways. 6 girls among themselves can be arranged in 6 factorial ways. Therefore, this is the first operation and this is second operation. The first operation is 7 units can be arranged around a circle is 6 factorial ways. 6 girls among themselves can be arranged in 6 factorial ways. By the counting principle, the required number of circular permutations is equal to 6 factorial into 6 factorial. 6 factorial into 6 factorial ways. Okay. So here there are 6 boys. So let us see the diagram. We consider a circle. On the circle, 6 boys and 6 girls. Let boys B1, B2, B3 and the 6 bundle is taken as 1 unit. So B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, so here B6. Under 6 girls, this is taken as 1 unit. Okay. So B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6 and this one is totally 7 units. These 7 units around a circle in 6 factorial. Now 6 girls in this bundle containing 6 girls. So for the second operation, so 6 girls among themselves can be arranged in 6 factorial, not 6 minus 1 factorial. If you apply, so 6 minus 1 factorial, again here we will form a circle, so that is wrong. Therefore, now these 6 girls among themselves can be arranged in 6 factorial ways. Therefore, the required number of circular permutations is 6 factorial into 6 factorial ways. Okay. Now we will discuss one more example. No 2 girls sit together. No 2 girls sit together. So here given 6 boys and 6 girls. The number of ways of arranging 6 boys and 6 girls so that no 2 girls sit together. So that No two girls sit together. No two girls sit together. No two girls sit together. Okay. While solving the problem, we remember the conditions in linear permutations. How to solve this problem in the linear permutations? So 6 boys and 6 girls, so that no two girls sit together in the linear permutations. First we arrange. Okay, first we arrange 6 boys. First we arrange 6 boys in a row. In how many ways? 6 factorial. The number of ways of arranging 6 boys around a circuit in 6 factorial ways. Suppose, for example, suppose boy, 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 boy. So these are 6 boys. First arrange 6 boys in a row in 6 factorial ways and find out the gaps between the boys, including first and last. How many gaps? Yeah, there is a gap, there is a gap, there is a gap. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 gaps. There are 7 gaps between the boys, including the first and last. In these 7 gaps, filled by 6 girls in 7p6 ways. The first application is 6 factorial and the second one is 7p6. So this is the value in the linear permutations. The number of ways of arranging 6 boys and 6 girls so that all no two girls come together means first we arrange boys 6 factorial. There are 7 gaps. In these 7 gaps filled by 6 girls in 7p6 ways. Now we are going to discuss in the circular permutations. In the circular permutation also, so no two girls sit together means first we arrange boys around a circle. Here how many boys? There are 6 boys. Now arrange 6 boys around a circle in how many ways? By the formula n minus 1 factorial. Here 6 minus 1 factorial, that is 5 factorial ways. So by considering a circle around a circle, first we arrange 6 boys in how many ways? 5 factorial ways. Boy, 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 boy. So these are 6 boys. Okay, first arrange 6 boys around circle in 6 minus 1 factorial, that is 5 factorial ways. Now identify the gaps between the girls. Here how many gaps? So by identifying between these two we have a gap, these two we have a gap, these two we have a gap, this is a gap, this is a gap, and this is a gap. So how many gaps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 gaps between girls. But in the case of linear arrangements, how many gaps between the girls, including the first and last? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 gaps, but here only 6 gaps. In these 6 gaps filled by 6 boys, there are 6 gaps and 6 boys. How many ways this can be done? 6 gaps filled by 6 boys in 6p6 ways. 6p6 ways. Don't again apply the formula n minus 1 factorial. Already, so here there are 7 gaps, but here only 6 gaps. In case of the circular permutation, so the number of gaps in the circular permutation is less than the number of gaps in the linear permutations. Okay, now 6 boys can be filled in these 6 gaps in 6p6 ways. Okay, there are two operations. The first operation 5 factor ways, the second operation in 6p6 ways. Therefore, by counting principle, by counting principle, the required number of circular permutations is equal to 5 factorial into 6p6 is 6 factorial. Okay, the required number of circular permutations is 5 factorial into 6 factorials. But in the previous case, the required number of circular permutations in linear arrangements 6 factorial and 7 by 6, but 5 factorial into 6 factorial ways. Okay, now we will discuss the third case. Boys and girls sit alternatively. Okay, the same problem we discussed in the linear permutations. Boys and girls sit alternatively. Suppose 6 boys and 6 girls. Okay, the number of ways of arranging 6 boys and 6 girls in a row so that boys and girls sit alternatively. How to derive? So, in the linear permutations, by considering 12 places, the row may begin with either a boy or a girl. Suppose if your row begins with boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, or the row starts with girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy. These are the two types of the arrangements. The row begins with either a boy or a girl. If the row begins with either a boy, then odd places filled by boys, even places filled by girls. How many odd places among 12 places? 6 odd places, 6 even places. Therefore, 6 odd places filled by boys in 6 factorial. 6 even places filled by the girls in 6 factorial. Suppose the row starts with the girl, odd places filled by the girls, even places filled by the boys. Therefore, 6 odd places filled by the girls 6 factorial, 6 even places filled by 6 boys in 6 factorial. There are two cases. Therefore, 2 into 6 factorial, 6 factorial. In case of the linear arrangement, the number of ways of arranging 6 boys and 6 girls so that boys and girls sit alternatively, the value is 2 into 6 factorial, 6 factorial. In case of the circular arrangement, how many ways we arrange 6 boys and 6 girls so that boys and girls sit alternatively? Okay. First, we arrange either a boy or a girl around a circle in 6 minus 1 factorial. By without loss of generality, either we arrange either a boy or a girl around a circle. So, first we arrange boys, boy, 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 so boys, 6 boys. First, we arrange 6 boys around a circle in how many ways? 6 minus 1 factorial. The number of ways of arranging n things can be arranged around a circle is n minus 1 factorial. So, first we arrange 6 boys around a circle in 6 minus 1 factorial. First, we arrange 6 boys around circle in 6 minus 1 factorial, so that is equal to 5 factorial ways. After arranging 6 boys around a circle, now we have 6 girls. If 6 girls fill in these gaps, there are how many gaps? There are 6 gaps. If we fill 6 girls in these 6 gaps, then we will get boys and girls alternatively. Boys and girls alternatively. Suppose girl, 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 girl. So girl, 6 girls, 6 gaps. Therefore, now by observing this circle, so girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy. Therefore, boys and girls sit alternatively. Therefore, first we arrange 6 boys around a circle. After that, identify the gaps between them. So here there are 6 gaps between them. If these 6 gaps filled by 6 girls, then we get boys and girls sit alternatively. Therefore, these 6 gaps filled by 6 girls. Therefore, these 6 gaps represented by star, represented by star. These 6 gaps represented by star filled by 6 girls in 6p6 ways. That is 6 factorial ways. Now by the counting principle, the required number of arrangements is, by counting principle, required number of arrangements, required number of circular arrangements is equal to 5 factorial into 6 factorial ways. Okay. The same process we also done. First we fill with girls. After that, identify the gaps. In those gaps filled by the boys. Then also, so we got the boys and girls sit alternatively. So here there are 6 red roses, 3 yellow roses, 6 red roses plus 3 yellow. Totally we have 9 roses. Now these 9 roses can be arranged in the form of a garland. How many ways? 9 minus 1 factorial divided by 2. Therefore, number of ways of arranging 9 roses in the form of garland is equal to 9 minus 1 factorial divided by 2. This is equal to 8 factorial divided by 2. These are the total number of arrangements by arranging 9 different roses in the form of a garland. While applying circular permutations, the number of circular permutations is n minus 1 factorial. But in case of the garland, necklace, chains, all these are called hanging type arrangements. In these cases, we apply the formula n minus 1 factorial divided by 2. Okay, so these are the total number of arrangements in the form of a garland. Among those, how many cases? So that all yellow rows come together. So that is, here how many yellow rows? There are 3 yellow rows. Now first bit, 3 yellow rows come together. 3 yellow roses come together. So now we have to calculate 3 yellow roses come together. In the previous case, all girls sit together, 3 yellow roses come together. So first, how to solve 3 yellow roses come together? So this is a very familiar question. So 3 yellow roses come together means 3 yellow roses taken as one unit plus 6 red roses, all are different sizes. Total we have 7 units. 3 yellow roses that is taken as 1 unit, 6 red roses plus 1 unit of 3 yellow roses. So these are the 7 units. Now these 7 units can be arranged around a circle in how many ways? N minus 1 factorial, that is 7 minus 1 factorial. Therefore, these 7 units can be arranged around circle in how many ways? 7 minus 1 factorial, that is 6 factorial ways. These 7 units can be arranged around a circle in 6 factorial ways. Okay, so by considering, so there is a circle. On this circle, there are 6 red roses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6. And there is a one bundle, this bundle containing 3 yellow roses. 3 yellow roses. Now, these 3 yellow roses among themselves can be arranged in 3 factorial ways. Now, 3 yellow roses among themselves can be arranged in how many ways? 3 factorial ways. Okay, 3 yellow roses among themselves can be arranged in 3 factorial ways. Now this is the first operation and this is second operation. Therefore, number of ways of arranging 3 yellow roses come together is equal to the first operation 6 factorial ways, the second operation 3 factorial ways, 6 factorial into 3 factorial ways. So by observing these conditions, whether the problem is over or not. Your problem is not over. So here the number of circular permutations. So simply 6 factorial into 3 factorial. But in case of garland, chains, necklace, so whatever the condition, they looks like when the clockwise arrangement is seen from one side, anti-clockwise arrangements as seen from the other side. These type of the circular permutations are called hanging type arrangements. In case of the hanging type arrangements, the number of circular permutations is n minus 1 factorial divided by 2. So here the number of circular permutations is 6 factorial into 3 factorial, but this is a garland. But in case of the garland, so the garland arrangements is nothing but hanging type arrangements. Therefore, in case of hanging type arrangements, In case of hanging type arrangements, the number of circular permutations is n minus 1 factorial divided by 2. Number of circular permutations is n minus 1 factorial divided by 2. Therefore, the required number of is, required number of ways of forming garland is equal to 6 factorial into 3 factorial divided by 6 factorial into 3 factorial divided by 2. Okay, so first we calculate the number of circular permutations, but in case of the hanging type arrangements, they look like the clockwise arrangements as seen one side, the anti-clockwise arrangements as seen from the other side. Therefore, in this case, the number of circular permutations is n minus 1 factorial divided by 2. So here first we calculate the circular permutations. Here the circular permutations are 6 factorial into 3 factorial. So the condition is 3 yellow rows come together. Therefore, the number of ways of forming the garland in case of hanging type arrangements is equal to 6 factorial into 3 factorial divided by 2. 6 factorial into 3 factorial divided by 2. So this is an employment problem. So this is application of garland or applications of hanging type arrangements. So one more example in this condition. Now one more example to the hanging type arrangements. So in the previous example, there are 6 red roses, 3 yellow roses. In the first case, all yellow roses come together. Now in the second case, now we are going to discuss no 2 yellow roses come together. No 2 yellow roses come together. In case of the circular permutations, already we derived no 2 girls come together. How to solve no 2 girls come together? So there are 6 boys and 6 girls. First we arrange 6 boys around a circle. After that, identify the gaps and the girls fill in those gaps. Then we will get the number of ways of arranging no 2 girls come together. In the same way, so here no 2 yellow roses come together means first we arrange. There are 6 red roses. There are 6 red roses. So in the given problem containing 6 red roses and 3 yellow roses. Okay, 6 red roses, 3 yellow roses. We have to calculate no 2 yellow roses means first we arrange 6 red roses around a circle. 6 red roses around a circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 6 different sizes of yellow roses. Identify the gaps between them. There are how many gaps? Here there is a gap 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 gaps between 6 red roses and 3 yellow roses. These 3 yellow roses can be filled in these 6 gaps. Then we will get no 2 yellow roses come together. So what is the first step? The first step is first we arrange 6 red roses around a circle. So first we arrange 6 red roses around a circle in 6 minus 1 factorial. So that is equal to 5 factorial ways. Okay, now identify the gaps. Here the gaps are denoted by star. There are 6 gaps. there are 6 gaps between red roses and 3 yellow roses. 3 yellow roses. Therefore, 3 yellow roses can be filled in these 6 gaps in how many ways? 6p3 ways. But in case of linear arrangements, by taking 6 red roses, how many gaps between them? There are 7 gaps. But in case of the circular arrangement, we have only 6 gaps. Suppose if you take red 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are 6. How many gaps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gaps. But in case of the circular arrangement, we have only 6 gaps. Therefore, 3 yellow roses can be filled in these gaps. In these 6 gaps in 6p3 ways. Okay. 3 yellow roses can be filled in these 6 gaps in 6p3 ways. Therefore, required number of circular arrangements is equal to 5 factorial into 6p3 ways. Okay, the required number of circular permutations or the required number of circular arrangements is equal to 5 factorial into 6p3. But in case of the garland, so the garland, these type of the arrangements is called hanging type arrangements. In case of the hanging type arrangements, they looks like the clockwise arrangements as seen from one side, anti-clockwise arrangements as seen from the other side. In these cases, the number of circular arrangements is n minus 1 factorial divided by 2, that is half of the circular arrangements. So here how many circular permutations? There are 5 factorial into 6p3. Therefore, in case of the hanging type arrangements, the number of circular permutations is 5 factorial into 6p3. Therefore, in case of hanging type arrangements, the number of ways of forming a garland, required number of ways of forming garland. The required number of ways of forming a garland is equal to 5 factorial into 6p3 whole divided by 2. In case of garland, the number of ways of forming garland is equal to 5 factorial into 6p3 divided by 2. Okay. Now we discussed 2 examples. One of them is circular permutation and other one is hanging type arrangements. So by observing the difference between the circular permutations and hanging type arrangements, so in the circular permutations, the number of circular permutations is n minus 1 factorial. But in case of the hanging type arrangements, the number of circular permutations is n minus 1 factorial divided by 2 while solving the problems. So carefully apply the formulas. Okay, thank you.